Welcome to 1 in 20 D&D. Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Gregory. This is 1 in 20 D&D. Welcome to another session in the Kingdom of Agick. This is session 47, part 2. We are a 5e D&D campaign that we've been running for a little over a year here. We're a bunch of friends and we are adults. We do use some adult language. You have been warned. Now, in session 46, we saw what happens when a Zorn tries to eat a hill giant. In session 47, part 1, we saw what happens when a Bulette tries to eat Kalen. Now, let's see what happens in session 47, part 2, and if something tries to eat something, I don't know what this game is coming to. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Nearly having died, Kalen catches his breath, and what would you all like to do?
What about this guy all the way up
The
here?
threats are all... That's your friend.
He's our
Oh.
buddy. Kyra's kind of PO'd. She is going to, or if you'd let her, she would like to get divine justice, whatever you want to call it. And that's where she would have been heading. She wouldn't have let her fireball go. She would probably take that sphere.
Fireball.
Her ball of fire.
So where do you want to go?
I want to follow this path down here and go beat up some people who ran away. At least until I'm satisfied they're totally gone.
Okay. So you make your intentions. So you want to move your fireball and
Yep.
your flaming sphere. All right. Bossalon will kind of come with you and help you. Offer to assist
not
you.
Standing inside my fireball.
Right, of course. I mean,
all right, let me tack it down again.
You get the sense that they took off running, so. But you definitely go and see if, I mean, maybe they just ran into that other room.
So are we out of combat now?
Essentially, yeah. I mean, let me do that. That makes it more clear. So Bossalon comes over here. You move your sphere, whether it's in front of him or behind him is really not the biggest.
25, 30. Yeah, as long as he's not stuck in there.
Yeah, you can say it's in front of him. That's fine. So you
counting
kind
it
of
down
move around. Yeah.
as I move it.
He,
And it has light. It's a ball of light. So I should be able to see, or he should be able to see.
yeah, totally. And he has his light too, of course.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What are you doing? Did you just heal yourself? All right. So little cure wounds on yourself for 4.
I think it has like a 20 radius or something light, or 15 radius, something like that. I don't know. I'll look again. I don't know what
Sure. That's
called.
fine. So you enter. So again, there's been these like purple crystals periodically through the walls and through the stone and such.
Yeah, 20-foot radius.
And the walls. So the walls of this cavern are broken at regular intervals by small alcoves, each of which holds a shard of the glowing violet crystal. 4 of these earth cultists were in here meditating. They came in and attacked you. When you get into the room, there is no sign of them.
Can you open up this area? Okay, yeah, thank you.
I mean, Bossalon comes down to here, looks one way, looks the other way, says, well, the corridor heads up to the north, but...
Can I do an action to see if I can see footpaths? Or are they just all footpaths everywhere?
Give me a survival check.
I go to sleep instead.
Yeah.
You can see blood dripping, and it appears that they came down this way.
That's where I'm going to head my ball.
Sure.
The ball. All right.
Are you just walking after them, or I mean, I'm assuming you're not running.
I'm dashing.
Through the snow?
Actually.
Okay, well, so you would pass Bossalon then because he's just walking. Like he's just kind of cautiously moving, like looking for anyone ready to, defend himself if somebody jumps out.
And basically,
Yep.
um,
The
I don't know
blood
what's
keeps
going on.
going, and you don't see Heidner. You don't see them. They.
Look like they went into a pocket somewhere, or does it look like they're continuing down
Yeah, it looks like
along the trail?
the evidence is that they seem to have kept running. So yeah, it looks like they ran this way.
Can you light up that area for me, please, sir?
I mean, you were
Technically.
there. It just goes back to where you. It's like a loop. You just went around a loop.
Right.
So
I
the
just wanted
bridge
to,
is
and I didn't know that, or I did sort of know that, but I mean, I
Sure.
was already on that path to begin with.
Sure. So I mean, and Boslan probably would have double timed to keep up with you because he doesn't want you being running off by yourself.
So, and it looks like they ran past the.
It looks
the
like they
bridge.
ran across the bridge. Yeah. That's your
Wow.
guess.
They ran.
I mean, no, that's the evidence. I
quickly.
mean, there's literally that dude was cooked and like there were raw wounds. Like, actually, he probably wasn't bleeding all that much, but anyway, whatever. There's
He
some
said he had,
evidence
like,
that
a couple of points left.
you can see pretty clearly someone was running that way. You have your keen eyes and such. Maybe you hear the foot.
I'm gonna stop it here, knowing that there are other bad individuals.
Yeah, and it
I'm not
probably would
trying to-
blink out at that point too. It's you get about there and it's probably gonna run out. It's like it was at what 6 or something like that.
I've been counting
5,
down every
6,
time I
yeah,
turn
so 1,
So I have 30 more.
2, 3, yeah. So I mean, it'll go out in a couple of seconds. You can leave it there, so they won't come back across or something.
No, it's gonna go up. I will.
Bossalon suggests perhaps you should rejoin the others and either heal or possibly take a short rest. And he'll rejoin you guys in here. So what's the rest of you all doing?
I mean, I'm trying to heal myself to the best of my ability, and I'm just like toast. I mean, Kayla needs to rest.
Mm-hmm.
What would I be able to do with like normal like healers kits and my medical like knowledge to help him? Anything?
Mechanically, nothing. I mean, story-wise, you could bind wounds and stuff, but
All right.
I mean, I could just keep casting cure wounds, I guess. Here, I could do waste another spell slot. Here we go. Probably
I'm
2
just gonna-
points.
If that's not gonna
Oh,
work,
wonderful.
I'm just gonna mass.
I mean, you're a paladin, dude, so you could always lay on hands. You have
That's true.
I mean, you have a boatload of healing, 5 times your level, bro. So
That's true.
I mean, you guys are 9 now, so that's 45 hit points right there. So
I'll use like
What are you, a horse? What are you back to being your centaur character now?
yeah, you caught me. Let's use like let me see. I'll think.
Why are my spells not showing up on my sheet?
perhaps they're hidden. You whispered them to me.
I'm just kind of curious because I can see so far, and if I'm assuming that they ran across, I mean, wouldn't I be able? I mean, I was right behind them. Maybe I was 60 feet behind, but I can see 120. I would have been on their tail, so I don't have any indication of where they. I don't even see them at all.
Yeah, I mean they hauled butt across that
Oh,
bridge.
nice. That's helpful.
Because I was dashing as well.
Thank you, Tyler.
So
Yeah, they had like 2 rounds ahead of you, I think. At least
Could've
one
been
round ahead of
2.
you. At least one round ahead of you. So I mean, possibly when you got to this corner, you might have caught a glimpse of them
Ooh,
down here.
That's perfect, dude. No more.
Like, I don't know if you could see that.
That was for me.
Oh, that was for you?
That last 20.
I was gonna say. All right, because 54. I mean, I'm good to go right now.
Yeah. I'm at 64.
All right, perfect.
So Kyra might have caught a glimpse of them way down across the bridge. Possibly.
Yeah, I still have some spell slots left. Could have at least killed one of them just because I felt like it. But it's all right. Just no worries. Just let it go.
So what would you guys like to do now that you've spent a little bit of time healing and?
I'm gonna be looting the bodies.
Give me an investigation or perception check.
Useful. I'm not investigating the level of Kyra.
Are you just looking at them, or are you like digging through pockets?
I'll pull stuff off of it, but I'm not gonna be pulling every piece of armor off and shoving it in
Kyra's
the bag.
not gonna do anything. She's just gonna put it back against the wall.
Wow,
She's
that's a
sulk
first.
in the corner. No, Kyra, don't sulk.
But yeah, I'll just pull off useful things.
So you don't find anything on any of these guys. They have their armor. Let me see if there's anything. I don't think there's anything in any of these rooms. Chambers. There's nothing in there. Nothing in there. There was a cavern that Boslan pointed out to the north that you guys haven't investigated. From that meditation room. So there might be something up there, but he didn't see anything in that room. And I don't think they had it. Let me see. Yep, and none of them had any coins or anything like that on them. So you do hear, after a short pause, you do hear the ringing of hammer on anvil again.
I'm gonna.
Would I be able to sense where this is at?
Yeah, well, you're the only one that didn't hear it before.
Oh, okay.
It's coming from back there.
All right, I'm gonna head back that way.
All right, and
Which way was I can't remember his name. The guy that's leading us. What's his name? Keltar? Is it?
Yeah, he's standing right next to you.
Yeah. Which way was he leading us? Okay, because I'm guessing he was like radio.
Just point at him and be like, "You, yeah, you." Whatever your name is.
Because is everybody like splitting up and going around different directions?
No, I was following Keltar. I was just waiting until everybody was done with the looking at the stuff.
Sorry, I was muted. I was talking and answering. Dang it! He was going to leading you all to the north. If Gikrot indicates he wants to go down there, he would say, "Well, we could go that way."
Well, what's down
that
there?
leads to the what does he say that leads to? Oh, he says that leads to the foundry. He says that there would be the foundry down there.
Gikrot's instantly excited.
We can go that we can go that way if you wish, but this is certainly faster.
Gikrot points to the forge and I want to go that way. That sounds interesting.
Well, the way you're taking us.
Kids in a candy store.
Gikrot picks up his hammer and starts walking.
Oh gosh.
Okay, is anyone following Gikrot?
Kyra is just shaking.
Into that little cubby hole?
Yeah.
No, it's a corridor. It's the path seems to lead down. So, it slopes
sure.
down.
I hold Colin's hand because I'm scared a little bit.
No, dude, don't say that. Don't destroy all the things I have in dwarven kind. Dwarves are not pussies like that. Dwarves are heavy drinkers, and they're fighters.
I'm
If
gonna
there's
like
a forge,
tap
it's
on,
probably full of. It's
Farron's
probably
shoulder.
full of bad guys. Do we want to go into another fight?
Oh, I'm just looking at we can like if we show down there and like there's people there, we can just leave. But I just want to see it, you know. It piques my interest.
Scream like a little girl if you get attacked. And
Hold
we'll come
on.
running.
I need to how am I gonna do this? I need to show you what you can see. I just realized I haven't peeled back the
onion.
sort of.
Haha.
August, I like onions.
Onions.
August, I not like cakes.
Let's see how we're gonna do this.
Okay, what do you do for some skooma?
I don't know about that.
So this isn't going to open exactly right, but I got to do it so you can see what's in there. So technically there's a corridor going over your heads. If you investigated this corridor, you would figure that out. But this one dives down. So you go underneath. You can sort of... You go underneath a... I don't know.
An overpass?
But it's not. It's just the cavern, the corridor you're in, dives down like 20 feet or something. Slopes down. How many feet did they go down? Let me see. Those it tells me what it is. 20-foot descent. Yeah. So there's this and Gyra as a dwarf would definitely feel it. So you see in there, and you actually see another one of these apparent stone melders. And he hears and sees you sort of at the same time. Are you going to say or do anything?
I let
yours.
Colin speak.
You're a dwarf. He's a dwarf. You got it.
He looks
I'm right behind you.
No, that's not a dwarf. It's a stone melder, human.
Oh, stone melder.
It's another.
Yeah.
It's the same as this dude, basically.
What are they? I'm sorry. I didn't run into them before. What do they speak?
They all speak common.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Ask him if they make arrows.
Okay, good night.
He looks at you and says, "Hey, you don't belong here. What are you doing here?"
I came to check out the forge. I heard some banging. Your friends, they're all sleeping back there. We just thought it was okay to come down.
You can see there is some kind of steam, like a well or something in the middle here, where you think you catch the glimpse of steam rising out of there.
All right. Does he do anything?
Yeah, he starts. What did you say? You wanted to come see the forge?
Yeah.
we're just on a trip.
We're on a
field trip.
A field trip.
She
got a spot.
Yeah.
Just on a field trip.
Let me see.
Yellow scuba.
I'm gonna give him a perception.
Hello, Ethan. You want scuba today?
Darn, Miss Frizzle's always getting us lost in weird
Yeah.
places.
That's what I was thinking.
He says,
magic school bus.
He says, "How did you get down here? What was that ruckus we heard in there?"
We used our feet. They're magical things that are attached to our bodies.
Yeah, I'm wearing some heavy armor. That's probably what you heard.
You wise ass! Don't get smart with me. State your
I'll
business.
get as smart with you as I want to. I will smash your fucking head in with this
my
goddamn pike if you don't watch your tone with me.
All right, he starts casting a spell. So roll.
I just throw my. Can I just
Right,
instantly
we're gonna
throw
roll.
my hammer?
You
Roll
can
for
try.
initiative.
Roll for
Here we
initiative.
go.
For initiative.
As soon as I heard
Alright.
Colin open his mouth, I was just gonna throw my hammer at the guy.
It's not me, okay? It's Iron Fang. I can't help myself.
This is, I know. That's why Kyra thinks this thing is cursed. It probably
Good at
isn't,
Iron
but that's
Fangs
what she
Anonymous.
thinks. Oh, jeez. All right.
All right, I gotta roll for Baslan. He goes, oh shit, not again.
Here we go again.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Boston just like face palms and like instantly.
Boslan is freaking quick.
Would you count that as screaming like a little girl?
All right, did everyone roll?
I mean,
I would count that as like yelling like an angry man.
I don't see a roll for Farron.
I haven't got one yet.
You guys crack me up.
angry man scream.
Yeah.
Oh, you could always lead him back in here.
All right.
We have to cut up an ambush.
You have what's your dex bonus?
+3.
All right, so you're tied. I will let you go first since he is not here.
I'm just gonna sigh. And say that to Kyra. Because we had shouting,
Out of here.
Yep.
angry man shouting, and yeah, just like, does that count as screaming like a little girl? Caitlin's at it again.
Darn Caitlin.
Look at the camera, yeah.
All right, so you're not
Yeah,
going to do
totally.
anything on your turn then?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Boslan will move up behind Kalen, but that's about all he can really do. He says, "What's going on?" Kyra?
Kyra is going to shake her head and since all these guys are like humans and stuff, it's a little bit lit around here. Yes or no?
Kind
of. Well, there's the stone gives dim light everywhere.
Okay.
So the purple veins of crystal are shedding light everywhere.
All right. So I should be able to see if I turn into something that does not have dark vision.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
It's dim light, so.
She's gonna shake her head and then she's gonna turn into a direwolf.
All right. Do we have that for you? I think that's giant spider.
Yes.
I have given you direwolf.
Yeah, it's right there.
All right, perfect. Let me see if the direwolf has. Oh, that's supposed to be large. Why is that a small?
Don't know.
So let me fix that. Direwolf.
So I will put it here.
Direwolf.
Pack tactics.
Now it should, when you pull it down, it should go to large automatically.
Okay.
Oh, but it doesn't have any. What the? What's the
Armor
perception?
class 14.
I got
Armor
the
class-
AC and hit points. I can do easy. What's the passive perception?
+3. 13.
Thank you.
Hit points 36.
All right, so Kyra Wolf transforms in the middle.
And then I take off running. 50 feet speed. Here, let me see.
All right, there we go. Close. It might be lagging because we're both in it at the same time. So there we go. All right, there you go. Now it should be set. Move it wherever you like.
I don't want to get too close. They might want to run out, so I will come to here.
All right, fantastic. All right, so she uses her beast shape, transforms into a dire wolf, moves around. Kaylin, what you gonna do? Push past. Get
You know exactly what I'm gonna do. Push past, get Grod in a rage.
All right, so
Get here.
that takes you 10. I feel like at some point Kaylin needs to dual class into barbarian.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
It's getting a little bit outrageous. But look, I'm just role playing.
awesome.
I'm just role playing Iron Fang.
Very
okay.
well, in fact. Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna cast Shatter right here, Gregory, and I'm hoping that. Wait.
You got to be a little bit farther, like right one space back.
Oh, sorry.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, one space back.
Here. Okay, sorry about that.
No, it's all cool.
I guess.
Okay, let me actually describe the room that you're in now too. So, stone slabs line the walls of this cave. weapons, pieces of armor, various tools cover the slabs. In the middle of the chamber, steam rises from a well of boiling mud. And when you get to there, you see that there is in fact a dwarf in this room, and another of these apparent stone melders. The dwarf is the one that seems to be the one making noise. He doesn't appear to be armed other than having a hammer in his hand or some kind of a tool or something, and he doesn't appear to be wearing any armor.
Okay.
So
I am going to not fuck with him because I think he's probably not a baddie, but I'm going to cast Shatter right here. And I'm hoping that in doing that, I can hit Greg's. It's a 10-foot spear.
Oh, yeah, you can get both of them. For sure.
Okay. So then, for some reason, my spell book's not working on my character sheet, so I got to scroll back up here. Do that. We're going to cast a level 4.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. All right, so... yeah, that's solid damage, dude. All right, so a couple con saves. Guy on the top, guy on the bottom. They both managed to save, so they're only going to take half damage. But their ears start ringing, and they're not happy about it. They both will take 13 damage from that. All right. And is that the end of your turn?
I'm going to give Grod inspiration.
All right. So what are you going to say to Grod to inspire him? Or...
I am singing him an ode, a ballad, a
old
dwarven fight song.
There we go. You start singing some dwarven, off.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
Right.
Exactly. Digging hole.
Brilliant. So oft heard in taverns across the land, oft heard on the battlefield, and Gitgrot feels the.
I'm ready to go dig.
Damn right. All right, Gitgrot. Let's see what you got. It's your turn, my friend.
I'm gonna take a step forward, and then I can still launch past.
Oh yeah,
Kalen,
for
right?
sure.
All right, yeah. I'm just gonna
You're
launch.
like duck. That's definitely a hit. All right, not a ton of damage, but all right, 2 shots. He takes a total of 22 damage. So crack. His armor. The mantle that he wears around his shoulders gets kind of crunched a little bit, and he's still looking pretty tough. But he looks hurt and he looks angry. Anything else? You gonna?
No, that's all. I'm good.
All right. All right. So that's the end of the round. Keltar again is just. He says to Farron, "Are we gonna follow your friends?" And he's just kind of waiting. So, Farron, it's your turn again, back at the top. It's all good.
Oh, I don't even know. Kyra's in the way of the thing. And
Well, technically, Kyra, this is just a placeholder for Kyra.
yeah, I know. She's like...
She's over there as a wolf, yeah.
Yeah, she's in the way of the path to get in. I don't know. I'm just going to, like, walk over, I guess. Let's get to there.
All right.
I'll get to there dashing.
All right.
Just walking fast.
Sounds good. If you're just moving, then it will be Bossalon's turn. He is going
I'll
to...
just tell Keltar, just hang on a minute.
All right.
Just wait here.
We say it's been about a half an hour on the Friends. Does that seem about right? I think it was about 20 minutes when you got into here. It's probably been not a huge amount of time, but a couple
Charm,
minutes.
wasn't it?
Was it Charm person or was it
Yeah.
Friends? A Charm person, okay.
Charm person.
So that's an hour, right?
Yeah.
So we'll say it's somewhere around 25-ish minutes. All right, so there we go. Now I got you back. Now I just need my character sheets. All right, so Bossalon is up. So what is here? Here's his character sheet. So Bossalon is going to step just past Gitgrot, and he's going to launch a crossbow bolt at this stone melder in front of him. So, let's see what that does. Yeah, that's gonna miss. So the stone melder just twists himself to the side, and it goes sailing right past his chest and clatters against the wall behind him. So that's Bossalon. Kyra Wolf, you're gonna squeeze down the corridor behind them.
Kyra is going to say something in wolf speak about how this is really ridiculous, but nobody can understand it, so it's okay.
Some
Your
yips
growls.
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 Yeah, exactly. Love it.
Okay, so question. Am I squeezing through here or not? Does it make sense whether I slow down or not?
I'm going to say it's not really a squeeze. It's like 7-8 feet wide, so you can manage.
Alright, since Bossalon went there, I can't go where I wanted to, so I'm just going to sit here. And
if you dash, you could get by all three of them.
Yeah, that's true. I can dash.
You have 40
because I'll end up here
5, 10,
at
15,
50,
20,
at
25,
50 here.
30.
So yeah, okay, I guess I'll dash. Well, now I'm here, I can't see the whole thing. Is there anything else we can see, or is it still? I should say when I get to here, can I see more of the thing before I make a decision on where I'd like to go?
Yeah. So from there, you can see. Well, one thing you do. Give me a perception check with the wolf with advantage. I'm pretty sure you're gonna see it. I just want to double check.
Nope.
So what did you?
Well, I don't know, 10. I don't mean that depends.
Actually, so you don't notice that yet. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, so you see this room open up, like I described before. There are these stone slabs. There's tools everywhere. There's armor and weapons. There is a dwarf here that is apparently was working on something. There's this boiling mud pit in the middle that they seem to be using for the heat or something in some kind of a foundry forge way.
I'm talking about in this area that's blacked out. I mean, I should at least be able to see. If you gave me 40, now that I walked in the room.
Sure, sorry. So it's a little out of the... yeah, because it doesn't go... Because you could... Technically, it's all dim light. You just see that the room goes a little farther. That's what... I'm sorry. Is that what you're asking? Maybe I'm not being...
I couldn't see that there was even more than, 1.5 guys in there until you just did the fog of war.
Okay.
And so I'm, going, well, I should at least be able to see that to decide who I want to attack.
Yes, definitely.
All right, so I'm going to walk up to here. And... I'm going to just stand there and growl.
All right, fantastic. All right, so you come bounding down the corridor. You do only see those 3 individuals in the room. All right, so that's Kyra's turn. Kaylin is up again.
All right, I'm just, I'm going in right here, doing my usual.
All right, so you run in, and since Kyra Wolf went to the left, you dodge to the right, and get in front of that dude. All right.
Oops, whoops. Oh, sorry, I hit it too many times.
Oh, what the heck? I don't have these guys on the... Son of a crap. I don't have them on the initiative order for some reason, so... Let me correct that, and then you can finish your... Alright, so they would have been... That's fine. They're right there, which is perfect. So we're still good. Okay, so... That's so funny. Alright, so you get in and make 1, 2, 3 attacks.
I did an extra iron thing by mistake, so that last one's incorrect.
Oh, I see. Okay, 15, 13, and 13.
Yeah, and then the 13. Yeah.
So unfortunately, none of those hit. So this dude's
Great.
pretty dexterous, got some pretty decent armor. So it's like clang, clang. It's just like, smacking and smashing off this armor. Chunks are flying and like sparks are flying, and unfortunately, none of it seems to do any damage to him. Bonus action.
I did it.
Oh right, you're offhand. Okay, so now it's their turn to retaliate. So what are they gonna do? They are going to, let's see. One of them is going to do the exact same thing again and throw up another erupting earth. So I'm going to need dex saves from y'all. So you both need to make dex saves for me. That would be Kyra, Wolf, and Kaylin. Alright, so you both, or let's see. So Kyra succeeds. Kaylin, did you give me a dex save?
Sorry, if you asked me something, I had to reconnect. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. We need a saving throw. Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
That's going to be 10.
Oh.
Okay, so that's a fail.
I rolled a 3.
Alright, so Kyra succeed. No, you both fail, actually. Sorry. So, alright, so 3d12, right? Is that what it was?
Yep.
Erupting Earth 3d12, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, so... Oh, ouch! 24 points of bludgeoning damage for both of you. And that is now difficult terrain. The other one is basically going to do the same thing the other one did, which is cast Shatter. So I need that from each of you, please.
What is that, a Constitution save?
What is that?
Yeah, Constitution.
Oh.
14. That's better.
All right, so fantastic. All right, so that is a success for Kyra Wolf. Unfortunately, a fail for Kaylin. Let me see what happens here. All right, so let's do this and see if it does give me the damage. All right, there it is. Finally. Oh, I didn't. That's supposed to be a DC 13. I gotta fix that. Sorry. So that is 19 thunder. So Kyra Wolf takes 10. Kaylin takes 19 thunder damage from that, and everyone's ears are ringing again. Gigarat, back to you, my friend.
Alrighty. I'm gonna run forward.
All right. So there you go, right there.
Yeah. And I'm gonna launch at this guy here. Oh.
Okay. As soon as you get in there, you notice that the dwarf over here, like, recognizes you. Give me a perception roll.
All right.
Recognizes you for another dwarf. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're kind of caught in the heat of battle. So, he has. I'm gonna say the only thing he has done is taken a couple steps back.
Alrighty.
He has his hands up defensively, so that's actually pretty easy. You would definitely see that. So he has his hands up as if to say, like, he doesn't want any of this. All right, so give me some attack rolls. This is the one next to Kaylin, right?
Yep.
That is a miss. So you're trying to be careful to not hit beam Kaylin in the back of the head. Your first throw is a little... oops, did you hit it twice there? That's okay. I think the second one hits. The second one is exactly what you needed to hit. So he does catch that. It's sort of a glancing blow on his shoulder. He takes 9 bludgeoning damage from that. And anything else?
That's all I can do for now.
All right. So again, Keltar is just gonna follow you, Farron. So he's sort of like on your heels. And it's your turn again. Back at the top, Farron. What you gonna do?
All right, I'll move down. How can I get? Get to there.
All right.
Guessing I can't see anybody from there.
You see Boslan.
Boslan
It
probably
slopes
Gigra.
down in front of you.
Alright, I'll just move again to there.
Okay.
Like, you do realize, whispering so the dude doesn't hear me, you do realize that Schmuck, doesn't have that much more time where he's our friend.
Boslan just shrugs and then runs forward to try to help. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What's he going to do? He's not sure where to go, so he gets right there, 25, 30, and sees that Gitgrot, or saw that Gitgrot was focusing his attention here, so he's going to try to cooperate with Gitgrot and fire another crossbow bolt. And that is a miss, unfortunately.
God,
it was
we
good
are all
damage.
whiffing.
Yeah, so another bolt goes cracking off the back wall. He curses under his breath. Kyra, what's that dire wolf action? Give us some bites and claws and so forth.
Gonna walk around to this side, and then I'm going to bite.
Yeah, so you circle him in menacingly.
Damn!
Ooh,
Shut your mouth.
brutal! It's a massive
Damn!
crit. That is the maximum, well, almost the maximum crit you can do. Almost. Only
I'm
3
missing
away.
a +3. Yeah.
three shy of a full
Die,
crit.
bitches.
So, so he wasn't expecting that move. So you kind of like make these 2 hops, one to the left, one to the right, so fast. And you snap around behind you and just literally catch him in the ass. And he he howls out in pain, as you probably howl in pleasure and fury. And he takes a massive 24 points of piercing damage. And not only that, I'm gonna he's got to make a saving throw because you might have knocked him on his rear here. So he takes 24.
Failure strength.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal. Let's see how his saving throw goes. He's pretty strong.
No!
Yeah, these are pretty strong dudes. They he takes a stagger step forward, but manages to stay on his feet. But he's grabbing his butt like, damn, that hurt. And you've probably ripped through a good portion of his robes and stuff. Nicely done. That's it for Kyra, right?
That's all I can do.
All right. Kaylin.
Making an opening.
All right. To do. Yes.
I believe Boslan still has your bardic inspiration, right? It's only been like
I gave it
minute
to
or so.
Gitgrot.
But you gave one to Boslan earlier, and it's
I
not
did.
concentration, so he still has that. I have to remember that. I will put a mark on him to remind me.
Nice.
Crit.
Nice, another crit. Fantastic. All right. So first one hits, second one misses, third one hits. So what happens is you run up, or you pull Iron Fang back. You're like, screw this. You haul back, and then with all your might in the first blow, just pierce through his chest. He takes a whopping 20 damage from that one hit. You try to pull the Iron Fang back and take another hit, but he puts his arm up and just deflects it at the very last second. But with his arm up in the air, you're able to slide your longsword up under his armpit and slash across his bare flesh for another small bit of damage. 25 total for the round. Not bad at all. He's looking very bloody. They both are looking pretty bloody at this point. It is on. Oh, are you gonna do anything else?
That's all I can do.
All right. It is their turn, and at the same time as they go, this dwarf, seeing what y'all are accomplishing and the fact that maybe his freedom is nigh, is actually going to jump into the fight on your turn. So he picks up something off the floor. I'm going to say grabs a hammer. I don't have that set, but I'm going to use this and just say he makes an attack from behind. It's basically the same amount of damage. So, oh, you bastard. Why didn't you work?
He too wants to dig some holes.
Apparently it doesn't.
The song inspired him.
Let me see if I can get this corrected.
Kyra even starts going rah, rah, rah. Singing about digging holes.
All right, there we go. So I think
use her paws to
think
dig
that fixed
ground.
it. Get rid of that, and we're done, and we're done, and let's try that attack again. So he comes up and tries to make an attack. It doesn't connect, but he's giving. Oh, he has advantage because he is now cooperating with you. So let me see if he makes an attack. Oh, that's exactly what he needed. It's not a strong hit, but he beans the guy on the back of the head to let him know he's there, and distracts him, which will give Kalen advantage next time around. So apparently this guy is on your side somehow. I need a perception check from all 4 of you, or 5 of you. So everybody give me a perception check here. See if you notice something. Yeah, okay, so Kyra, Bossalon, not Farron. That makes sense because you're back in the corridor. Kalen, you see it. Okay. Gitgrot, you're still in the heat of battle. The rest of you see out of the corners in the room these crazy creatures that you've actually seen one of these before. It's this spindly, weird looking, almost like a lizard on legs with this huge, ugly eye in the center of its head. You know them because I believe Farron told you that they are called Nothics. That's sort of what they look like. But they don't. The strange thing, what catches your attention, is that they go skittering off into the darkness. They apparently want none of this action either. So I'm gonna zoom in a little for this. Get a little bit better action on this here. There we go. That's more like it. All right. So the only reason you notice them is because they move. Like they were literally hiding in the shadows. One goes skittering down one corridor to the northwest. These other 2 go skittering off to the southeast. Apparently they are terrified of you all and want nothing to do with any of you. All right, and then the stone melders get to do something. So this one is going to try to get out of the middle of the 2 of you. He is going to then... shoot, can he do shatter? He can't. He's not too concerned with this sucker. So he's gonna do another shatter right here between the 3 of you guys. So let's have some saving throws. Here's his shatter. He is doing it at 3rd. Oh, weak sauce. It's he's distracted and injured, and doesn't pull the power that he wants. It's a DC 13. Let me see. So Bossalon has to make a saving throw. That would be Bossalon, Kalen, and Farron. I need a Constitution saving throws. Kalen succeeds. Bossalon succeeds. I need one from Farron.
What is that, 7?
So you're going to take 8. All right, all 3 of you succeed. You're kind of ready for this one. You shield your eyes, put up your defenses.
Wait, Farron or Gitgrat?
I apologize, Farron. That should have been Gikrot. Thank you for being on top of it. My apologies. So, all right. So again, Gikrot, you do succeed. So Gikrot, thank you for the correction. Gikrot, Boslan, and Kalen all take 8 thunder damage. Kalen is again on death's door, not feeling too good. The other one is really not too happy about this giant wolf in its face. It is going to try to do... So it takes out a little tiny hand made of clay from its pocket, from its spell component pouch, and this claw-like arm comes up out of the earth and tries to grab onto the leg of Kyra. I need you to make a strength saving throw. You succeed. Okay, so nothing happens, but it's there grasping at you. Seems like it was trying to give itself a opportunity to get away. That was pretty ineffective. It should have done something else, probably. All right, well, those two guys are done. Gikrot, what would you like to do?
All right. How am I income? Like now, what do you call it? Do I have to spend any more movement points to get to other than the normal?
It is still difficult terrain. It will be difficult terrain forever. So,
can I make it to Kalen in time?
You can get next to him. Yeah, you can
All
get next to him, either on his left or right, whichever you want.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at a 3rd level.
Okay, will you have a bonus action, or that's gonna be it?
That's gonna be it.
Okay, so Keltar just dashes to catch up.
Nice.
Nice. About time.
Well done.
It's never ever decent. Ever.
Very, very good. So 21 points. So Kaislin, you feel your companion's hand, the gauntlet. I would say on your shoulder, but it's probably more like mid back because you're a lot taller than he is. He puts
Or my left buttock.
I was gonna say cresting his cheek.
I mean, it's up to you guys. I don't know. I'm not getting involved. Maybe he does come up and goose you. That actually makes more sense. So he comes up and gives you a little pat on the tuchus and
Football.
Yeah, exactly.
Attaboy.
You feel emboldened, and your
man it back up in this area.
Your wounds start knitting themselves back together. Well done. So Farron, it is back to you, my friend. What would you like to do?
All right, I'm moving in.
A cheeky squeeze. I love it. Exactly.
I'll go to there. And it's okay. But it's taking so long. I'm gonna use my circle of blasting.
All right.
I'm gonna do one at the one that Kyra's fighting.
That one
There's a
looks
wolf,
more
and
injured.
and then 2 at the other one.
All right, super.
So,
That makes sense because that one looks more injured at a quick glance.
Oh, hang on a minute. It's the 2.
That's a miss.
So it misses the dude Kyra's fighting.
Yep.
And then
That is a hit. So that's 10 fire. And another hit. All right. So he takes a total of
repeat.
17. Yeah, you can. That's okay. You remember next time. So he takes a total of 17 fire damage. And he is looking really beat up at this point. Nearly dead. But he's not quite there. Boslan is going to, believing you all have that guy in hand, he's going to move up and with advantage try to put this dude out of y'all's misery.
And remember, he has inspiration, Greg.
Yeah, he probably won't need it, but we will see. So here's his first attack. Is a crit with the advantage.
Wow.
So that's kind of nice. So that's supposed to be... I still didn't fix it. So he's supposed to do 14 plus 6 plus 6. So it should be plus 12, huh? I'll
Yep.
have to fix it later. So anyway, so he does.
27. Right?
Wow, that's
No.
awesome. So
Yeah.
so that is 21.
27.
Kill him. Just kill
21.
him.
Oh yes, 27. Which I think is enough. I don't think he needs the second attack. Yes, that is. So that takes this guy. He just runs Wind Vein right through the guy's belly, and the guy just chokes and gurgles and falls to the ground in a heap.
Into the furnace.
5, 10, 15,
Right.
20.
Bye.
He's going to use the rest of his movement to try to get a little closer to the fight, but that's the most he can do. So he is done. Kyra, you can
Throw
definitely...
wind vein.
He
The
can.
spear, isn't it?
I freaking love it. See, that's why you're here. He pulls back with Wind Vein and hurls it. And he hits! -1. That's not right.
I was gonna say, how does the -1 work?
That's funny.
You just healed him.
It says 1 -2. That's totally
one
wrong.
I think
plus a
the minus.
-2.
I think the -2 is from the from his fighting style or something like that,
I don't
and it
know.
doesn't work with it. I can't remember. So I think
Oh, that makes sense.
he's adding the -2 because it doesn't
right,
it automatically
but it
adds
shouldn't.
2.
So it'd be
6.
6.
it should be 7 plus a d6.
It'd just be
which
1.
is 1.
It just +1. Yeah.
So 7 plus 1 is 8 piercing damage. So, is that enough? It is not enough! Again, we're yeah, 1 hit point, right? So, but that's okay. Yeah, that did get his strength bonus, but that's the lightning damage. Okay, so he jolts like, he's on his knees again, nearly dead. Kaylin, would you like to do the honors and finish this fool?
Wait. You just.
Oh no,
skipped
Kyra,
me.
I totally did. I'm so sorry. I realized it as soon as I said it. Sorry. So that was the end of Boslan's turn. Now, Kyra, you can bound around and finish this guy off for
I
us.
was actually gonna do something else, but then I was like, "Yeah, watch me do something fancy and not do it right." So
Right,
I'm
so
not
with
gonna do that.
advantage.
Crap,
With advantage.
spear with your teeth and drag it through him.
The 19 is enough. So you come around, dragon.
I want to pick him up and just do him like ragdoll.
Yeah,
'cause, you know,
totally.
dogs.
That's awesome. I love it. So that's how Kyra finishes this dude off, and that is exactly what we needed. So, with that, you catch your breath. The dwarf takes He takes a step back, but he just is trying to indicate that he is an absolute non-threat. He says, "Oh, I am so glad to see you. You have no idea how long I've been down here. My name is Rundorth. I'm from the Iron... Oh, God, now I'm forgetting the name of the damn mountains. He says, I'm from I'm from the Temple Mountains, from the Iron Pass Hold. I was an envoy to Agick. We were captured. We were ambushed. They've been making me work down here." And he's like, you can see he's ready to break down. He never thought he was going to get out of here. And he's doing everything in his power to keep his shit together.
I go lick him on the face. Give him a kiss.
He sort of like
It's
cringes
okay.
and like he sort of like cringes a little bit, but at the same time he's like nice big doggy. He says, how is it possible that you are here? Who are you?
I start going.
And he
I
says,
start explaining. I explain the whole thing.
He says, he doesn't obviously understand that. Does anyone else want to say anything?
I was gonna ask, what have they been having you do?
He says, well, I've got some skill, and they've been having me craft armor and weapons, and they promised that the other delegates in the Earth Cult's custody would be harmed. I say, I don't suppose you've seen me friend, me partner, one of the other delegates. He goes.
Is this the other dwarf?
Yeah, and I was just about to say his name. Yes, the dwarf that you all freed. So he mentions him. Was there another dwarf that you guys freed?
I thought we had.
Yeah, at the very beginning.
Yeah, I just don't remember his name.
Where the heck was it?
I have it written down somewhere. All right, let's see.
Must up in the monastery, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember.
Like the very first.
There were when you went down to the lower level, there were the jails in there, slave pens. Broldenthar. So he was the one. He had mentioned that there were other delegates that he hoped you might find, and apparently Rundorth here, Rundorth. He hoped. He is apparently one of Rundorth. There you go. He's apparently one of the others. He basically tells you that he knows that the sage Bruldenthar was left up in the mines, and you tell him that you freed him, which he is like hugely relieved. He says Lady Desena, Desena, Deseyna, Lady Desena was captured by air cult raiders.
Lady Desena.
Mm-hmm. He also reports that the moon elf Teresial was handed over to the fire cult a couple of 10 days ago. So apparently they've all been captured within the last, month, less than a month. So there's Lady Desena, Deseyna, and Teresial, Teresiel. So Desena is with apparently the Lady Desena with the air cult apparently, and Teresial is apparently with the fire cult.
Gotcha.
Teresial moon elf, Lady Desena apparently is a human.
Alrighty.
Maybe she's another dwarf. I'm not sure. It doesn't say. So he indicates. He says.
Quick question.
Yeah,
would he have the materials to repair my armor? And shield.
It would probably take too long, but he suggests you look around because he knows that there are great armors, and he's actually going to take some himself. So he's going to arm himself with a... He picks up like a chain shirt or something equivalent, essentially, like
Gotcha.
some kind of a mail shirt. Most of the stuff they're doing is with stone.
Alrighty.
So it's actually more... So it's kind of like the mantles or something that these others are wearing. But he basically... I'm going to like cut to the chase and tell you guys all that you find after you look around, which I'm assuming you're going to do. You find some crystal staves. You find some stone morning stars, the one that the Black Earth guards find. You find pieces of this rock armor, as well as a crystal breastplate. It's polished crystal. It looks. Yeah, it bears the symbol of Earth. So this symbol that you guys have seen, which, let me.
Can you repeat that?
Does he know anything about this?
Breastplate?
Does he know anything about the crystal breastplate? Sure. He's gonna tell you that's the best one that they've made, and it is functionally you will be able to. Well, I mean, short rest or whatever it's gonna take. He recommends you all take a short rest. He can see you're all battered and tattered. You do have this other dude who finally runs up behind Farron, because we're out of initiative, obviously. His charm person will run out at some point, so you could ask him the directions if you want, or you could press on.
So can I equip said chess piece?
This is the image of you've seen this image around. You're starting to piece together something about what this means. air, earth, fire, water. So earth is the one that looks like sort of like a
triangle.
pyramid. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that is on the breastplate, is this polished crystal.
Oh,
and
cool.
the long and short of it is a +1 breastplate.
All right. Do you guys mind if I take?
I have my own, so I'm good, man.
Yeah, because at this point I'm at -1.
Mm-hmm. The breastplate compared to your plate mail, you're wearing
Splint.
full.
I'm wearing splint armor.
Oh,
at the
you were
moment.
wearing splint. Oh, so this is.
Yeah, this
gonna
will be an upgrade.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So that's great. And Bossalon's happy with his full plate, so yeah, he suggests you take the time to doff and don. Doffing and donning your armor will take. Let's see, it's
10 minutes probably.
splint
Yeah.
is heavy, breastplate is medium. So, where the hell is that chart? Damn it. So doffing takes 5 minutes to get out of your splint mail, and then another 5 minutes to put on your breastplate. So you're looking at 10 minutes there. We're going to say, so by the time you do that, you all are going to be right around like 45 minutes with this dude's charm. So you know it's going to run out pretty soon after that. You're all pretty beat and could definitely benefit from a short rest, but obviously you don't have to. You can press on. He takes up a warhammer. So he basically says he'll help you to the best of his abilities. He's obviously being mistreated, but he isn't as in bad shape as others you've seen.
Is there a crystal breastplate in the SRD?
No,
Or is that
just
just
take
a-
the breastplate +1 and mark it as crystal.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there should be a normal +1.
Yeah, there's a
breastplate.
breastplate +1 which you can definitely add. So it'll be 14 +1, 15 plus if you have any dexterity up to a maximum of 2. Do you have a dex bonus?
I don't.
Okay, so you have a 15 bonus with a 15 AC with the so it actually is less than
My splint armor.
splint with the -1. So you might not want to take it. You might want to give.
Is it medium or is it heavy?
Now here's what you could do.
Breastplate's medium.
It's
Okay.
medium.
Okay.
He could modify a set of the stone plate armor for you.
Mhm.
And he tells you it wouldn't take him too long to modify it for you to wear.
So I wear the stone armor with the chest piece.
No, you just wear plate armor.
Okay.
And maybe the breastplate could
Can
go to
I wear it
Kaylin
since it's
or
crystal?
I was just gonna say to either.
I have it because it's crystal and it's not metal and such.
I
Sure.
think it's a great idea for it to go to you, but that's not my choice. It's between you and the rest of the party.
That's why I'm asking.
I have no problem with it going
Yeah,
to
it's
anyone.
fine.
All
Yeah,
right,
that makes
so
sense.
that will make my AC go up.
Nice. Bonus. So you will say it's now in order for him to do it, he needs some time. So
It's not gonna fit you as a wolf though.
So let me see how
Nope.
much.
But I will
Try.
with my teeth
I mean, we've seen,
and hold
we've
on
seen
to
dogs
it.
with dogs with like clothes and stuff. We can try.
Oh no, it's
Um,
going like in my teeth, and I will hold it until I change back if I have to.
So
It's gonna throw it at people.
he says he says he needs an hour. He says he needs an hour to modify because you're a dwarf. You're not a human. So he needs he can do it, but he needs an hour to modify one of the suits to fit you.
We'll just
Get
tie
going.
up the old dude. Keep them
So-
all.
So
Then charm them again.
what would that effectively get my armor class? Is that just equal to plate that to
Back to
splint
full.
then?
Yeah, no plate. You'd be at 18. It would improve your armor by 1.
Oh, okay.
It's essentially plate armor, so it's better than what you're wearing.
Gotcha.
It's
You've
stone
got a shield
too,
though,
so
don't
it
you?
looks kind of freaking cool. So stone.
Yeah, I
with a
do have a shield.
Yeah.
But it's
So you'd be
minus
20.
one at the moment.
plate with a shield.
Oh,
so-
okay. So
But you, he doesn't. does it say? I don't know if there's any shields in here. I'm gonna say there's. If it doesn't say there are, piece of rock armor, stars, morning stars. Nobody else has had a shield, so I'm gonna say there's no shields.
Alrighty.
But you'd be still at 19.
Yeah, better than what I am now.
So that would be fantastic. So that I'm gonna call the game here. It's 11:30. I gotta get up early. But I think this is a great place to stop. So how would you like to handle your friend here, Keltar?
I think Passalon's got a rope of. Is it a rope of entanglement or
he
rope
does
of climbing?
a rope of climbing, but he could
Okay,
functionally still use it to tie this dude up.
Well, we can.
This doesn't tie it by itself. You have to manually tie
He
it.
offers. No, it totally would. It'll tie knots and do all that kind of stuff on its own.
Well, I didn't think it did because you needed the rope of entanglement for that.
Yeah, to do that. So that's what I was thinking.
So the rope of I think the rope of entanglement is more like you can throw it and it'll do it on its own. The rope of climbing.
Oh, I thought
is
it was
you have to
essentially
have a
the same.
hand on it. I think that's the only.
I thought it was the same. It was just like, hey, go tie that dude up. I was like, okay,
Right,
cool. But
exactly.
the rope of climbing is like, hey, climb up there and like make a rope.
Make
thing
some
for me
knots
and,
in
like,
yourself.
and-
Let me check.
yeah,
Yeah. So that's why I was like, oh, we might have to just do it ourselves manually.
we have hemp and rope. We can always just tie them up.
If you hold one end of the rope and use an action to speak a command word, the rope animates. As a bonus action, you can command the other end to move toward a destination you choose. That end moves 10 feet, 10 feet, up to, or until you tell it to stop. You can also tell the rope to fasten itself securely to an object or to unfasten itself. A person is an object, so you could definitely tell it to fasten itself to him.
No, person is a creature, not an object.
Yeah.
Well,
Person's
fair
object.
enough. I mean,
But I mean, essentially,
His
we'll be able to do
belt
it. In other
or
words,
his-
Yeah, well, I mean,
right?
we'll do it anyway.
Armor,
We've got
yeah,
we've got normal rope. We
it
can always
works.
just- yeah.
It works. I'm saying it works.
Okay.
Hey, it worked for me.
Yeah.
So that was you said it's plate armor. So it's
He's
18,
used
right?
it to do that before, so I don't have any issue with him doing it now. Remember,
Yeah.
he used that upstairs in the monastery or whatever. Or
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
temple, rather.
I was just like, oh, you know.
All right, so you're
I
gonna
don't know.
tie him
it's
up.
just weird.
So after about another 15 minutes, you all can take a short rest. So if you have hit dice,
Do we want to take a short rest or a long rest?
he doesn't.
It's up to y'all.
Because I've got like one spell slot left.
Yeah, I mean, I could go for a long
I have
rest.
3 spell slots,
Yeah.
but they're all first levels. So it's up to y'all. I keep going. I'm just gonna be in Kyra form.
I got a bunch of hit dice, so I can.
We keep
We'll
going.
just- I got full hit dice, so I can keep.
Yeah.
I can use those if we do.
A short rest will
All
be
right.
good.
So
but-
as you're thinking about this, there's a rumble through the whole place. The ground tremors. There's dust that falls from the roof, and with that, we're gonna call it right there and give you guys some time to think about if you want to take that long rest or short rest.
Cool.
Hey, great game, y'all. Thank you very, very much for joining us. I hope y'all had as much fun as I did. We will see you next time. Come to the table sometime, and hey, keep rolling 20s.
Thanks,
I
guys.
was thinking about those couple that got away. Just gonna have to hunt them down.